Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another amazing video recording on YouTube at a popular YouTube channel, the UK Coupon Key, with your host Lucky Star, ushering you into yet another amazing video recording for the ongoing week 15 2022 in the ongoing 2022-2023 UK football season. It's a red coupon week for which we're going to be bringing you the main video during the course of this episode. And bringing you the main video, what we normally do is we bring you the analysis of the in-depth analysis of the various sequence we have from the three major journals which we use, which is namely the Post Telegraph, the Right On Football fixture, and the Special Advance fixture. Bringing you the sequence, and we'll bring you the reference weeks for which they occur, so that you can also, if you have the time and if you have the journals or have access to the journals, check the journals and check the reference weeks to see when this sequence actually occurred and what transpired. And that's how we'll bring you our presentation, and we basically deal on draws on this channel. In case you are new to this channel, what we basically do, we bring draws your way on a weekly basis that you can actually play on the pools or the online bet at the weekend for the weekend matches for the UK football and Scottish football season. And that's what we basically do. So in case you are new to the channel, you want draws, you can stop by at this channel, watch our videos, and it puts you in 80 to 85% chance of winning the online bet or the pools on a weekly basis. I cannot guarantee anything, but I promise you, when you watch our video, you will confess and profess that actually what we're doing here is no child's play. We basically use three major journals, but if we have sequence from other journals, we do include them. Like for this particular episode, we're going to be bringing sequence from our Niger record, and we have a sequence, in fact two sequence from our Big Win Soccer to be included to what we have for the three major journals that we use for our presentation. And this is the main video for the week, and we have a lot of sequence to bring our way during the course of this video recording. From our Post Telegraph, we have basically 8 sequence, and I must tell you, these 8 sequence, 2 of which is sequence number 7 and numbers 8, is actually projecting 3 different pairs. Sequence number 7 is bringing 3 different pairs, while sequence number 8 is projecting 3 different pairs. This you can actually use for your permutation for this particular week, while the Big Win Soccer is bringing us 2 very variable pairs, and the Niger record is bringing us 1 banker. While for our Special Advance fixture, we also have 8 projected sequence to bring our way. I think 3 of which is bringing the winning line. 1 is a nap and a permutation. That's a sequence number 5, while sequence number 6 is 4 games that could end up as 4/4 or 3/4, while sequence number 7 is telling us that we have 2 bankers and also 2 pairs. So you can actually see that we have a lot of sequence coming our way during the course of this video recording. While for our Right On Football fixture, in our paper preview video, we brought out 2 sequence from that journal for this week, and we're going to be adding 1 to it to make it 3 from that journal. And the sequence we're going to be projecting is actually a trio, which is 3 games for 1 or 2 draws. And I actually also brought this sequence our way in our week 11 presentation thing for our main video for week 11. I brought this sequence our way that week, and it gave us 1 draw for that particular week. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned and watch this video to see all of this sequence and what the digits they actually project for us for this week, so that you can actually utilize them and be in winning ways at the end of the day, so that you'll be happier for it. And I want to appeal to us, if you are not subscribed to this channel yet, or you are seeing our video for the very first time, this is a channel where we give out draws on a weekly basis that people can actually use on the pools and the online bet to win. So if you like what you view on this channel, click the like button and get subscribed to this channel if you are not subscribed to this channel yet. And if you are subscribed to the channel, I want to say thank you, watch our videos, and I hope you've been winning. But if you have not, take out time to watch our videos, follow it, and see the sequence you actually like, stick your money on it, and I bet you'll be a winner at the end of the day. Place your comment in the comment section to make us know about anything you want to make us know about our video presentation on a weekly basis. And also, you still have the chance to choose a particular video that we're going to make as our extra corner video for this particular week. That slot is still open, so you can place your comment regarding that, or just about anything you want to make us know via the comment section. I want to get right into the business of the day and bring to us the main paper presentation for this week, and I want to be starting off by using the right on football fixture to show us the sequence we have from that particular journal this week. Before I bring the sequence of our right on football fixture, let's go into the Niger record sequence which we have for this particular week, and that is telling us that number 19 supposed to be our one banker draw for this week, based on the fact that if you go to League 1, then you check for Shrewsbury or Morecambe. Those two digits, whatever team that draws with Shrewsbury will at the end of the day draw with Morecambe when they meet. But if it fails with Shrewsbury or if it fails with Morecambe, then vice versa, it will also fail with the other team if they now meet. And the reference weeks to check in week 8, you can see that on number 18, Bristol Rovers versus Shrewsbury was a draw. Therefore, when in week 9, at number 22, when Bristol Rovers met Morecambe, it was also a draw for that particular week. Then, in week 7, at number 24, we had Oxford versus Morecambe. Therefore, in week 10, at number 30, we have Shrewsbury versus Oxford, and that was also a draw because it drew in week 7, so it drew in week 10, while the first one drew in week 8 and also drew in week 9. Therefore, in week 6, we had at number 21, Morecambe versus Fleetwood. Then, coming to week 15, Morecambe versus Fleetwood drew at number 21 in week 6. Coming to week 15, we have at number 19, Fleetwood meeting Shrewsbury. So that is telling us that number 19 is supposed to be our one banker draw based on this sequence. Next, we're going to be moving on to the right on football fixture. So we'll be checking the back page to see the sequence we have for this particular journal this week. At the back page of our right on football fixture, at the overseas pools compiler draw statistics column, the B trio there, where you have numbers 46, 39, and numbers 4. Every red coupon since week 3 of this ongoing season, you will mark that trio for 1 or 2 draws. And in week 3, the reference week was, in week 3, we had number 37, 23, and 40 in that column, for which number 37 and 23 were 2 draws. In week 7, it was the turn of 31, 24, and number 46, for which 31 and 24 were 2 draws. So in week 11, it was the turn of 48, 34, and number 10. And we marked number 10 as a draw in that column. So for this week 15, 2022, we are having number 46, 39, and number 4 in that column, where we are expecting to mark one particular draw for this week. Next, we're going to be moving straight into the special advance fixture for this week to see the sequence we have from that journal. The first sequence to check from our special advance fixture is telling us that number 47 and number 48 supposed to be our 2 banker draws for this week, and the sequence is simple. States that whenever the game 2 of our treble jinx is repeated to game 1 of our shortlist on a red coupon week, then for number 48 to get the banker is box 9 has to be number 48. And when that happens, you mark number 48 as your one banker draw. And the weeks to check is week 39, 2019, number 48 was a draw there. In week 7, 2019, number 48 was also a draw in that column. While for week 11, 2019, we also marked number 48 in our box 9. So for week 15, 2022, we're expecting number 48 to be our one banker draw in our box 9 right there for us. And the second banker, which is telling us that number 47 is supposed to be our one banker draw, states that when this sequence occur in the red coupon week, then if the game in our treble jinx game 6 is within the range of the 40s, as in from 40 to 49, therefore you mark that particular digit as a one banker draw. And for week 47, 2019, it was number 40 as a draw in our treble jinx game 6, while for week 3, 2021, it was the turn of number 46 to draw there, while for week 11, 2022, we marked number 42 as a draw in our treble jinx game 6. So for this week 15, 2022, we are expecting number 47 to be our one banker draw in our treble jinx game 6 right there for us. The second sequence to check is telling us that number 31 supposed to be our one banker draw, and this sequence states that on a red coupon week, when the digit in box 5 is being transferred to game 3 of our expert trio, and that digit is the digit of number 31, then you mark that 31 as a one banker draw. And the reference is to check with 27 20 20, number 31 draw at that spot, with 37 20 21, number 31 drew at that spot. So for week 15 2022, we are expecting number 31 to draw at our box 5, and which is being transferred to game 3 of our expert trio for this particular week. And the next sequence we are going to check from our special advance feature, telling us that number 32 is supposed to be our own banker draw on a draw and fail basis, and it states that whenever number 8 appears in our box 1 of our high score quiz, then in a red coupon week, then you mark on the draw and fail basis number 32 by number. The reference week to check with 35 20 20, number 32 drew at that spot. Then in week 43 2021, number 32 did not draw there. In week 23 2021, number 32 also drew again. In week 43 2022, number 32 failed. Hence it failed in week 43 2022. We are expecting it to draw in week 15 2022. So that is giving us number 32 as a strong banker there for us. The first sequence to check from this journal is telling us that numbers 10 is pairing number 14 for this particular week, and it's a very current sequence. Started, I think, in week 10. Whenever the date of play, Saturday date of play, is moved to our game 1 of our expert trio column, therefore you mark the alphabet in our lotto sequence for 1 or 2 draws. And in week 10, we had G and P in our lotto sequence, for which our letter G was the draw. And in week 11, we had letter L and T, for which the letter L was a draw. In week 12 2022, it was the turn of letter alphabet O and U, for which our alphabet U was a draw. And for week 13 2022, we had L and U in that spot, for which our alphabet U was also a draw. For week 14 2022, it was the turn of F and letter W, for which letter W was a draw that week. So for this week, we have letter J and our letter N, which is equal to 10 and 14, for which we are expecting to mark one draw at the end of the day. The next sequence we are checking out is telling us that number 6, 10, and 30 is supposed to be our nap for this week, while numbers 2, 6, 10, 14, and 30 is supposed to be our permutation. And the sequence is very simple. Whenever number 16 appears on our box 7 of our high score quiz, then you check if the game in our box 3 of our high score quiz is being repeated to game 13 of our treble jinx. If this repetition happens, then you mark game 1 of our treble jinx and game 13 of our treble jinx as 2 banker draws for that week, while number 6 by number to be your 1 banker draw. The reference weeks to check is telling us that in week 13 2021, we had number 24 and number 2 as 2 draws in our treble jinx, and number 6 as our 1 banker draw. So the nap was 2, 6, 24. While for week 24 2021, it was the turn of 2, 6, and 20 to be our nap. So for this week, we are taking 6, 10, and 30 as our nap for this week, while the permutation is you include number 2 and number 14 to the permutation for this particular week, based on this same sequence to give you your permutation at the end of the day. So that is the 5th sequence we have checked now. The 6th sequence for this week is telling us that number 9, 16, 18, 26 is supposed to be our 4/4 if all things being equal. And the sequence is also very simple. Is the placement of number 30 in our box 3 of our high score quiz. When that happens, you mark Sunday date of play as your 1 banker draw, and also by number 9, 18, and 26. So the reference week to check for this is week 2 2021, week 10 2021, and this week 15, 2022, we're expecting numbers 9, 16, 18, and 26 as our 4/4 for this week. The next sequence to check now is telling us that number 31 and number 8 are supposed to be our two banker draws, while number 15 is pairing number 16, or alternatively, number 8 is pairing number 9. And the sequence is straightforward and also simple. It tells us that whenever number 31 appears in our box 5, and when this happens, you take the game at your treble jinx game 11 as a one banker draw, and also the game number 31, which is in the box 5, as your second banker for the week. And the reference week to check: week 27 2020, week 41 2020, week 37 2021, week 3 2022, and this week 15 2022. And to get the pair, you simply take your Saturday and Sunday date of play for 1 or 2 draws, and that is the pair of 15 pairing 16. While the second pair of 8 and 9 is simply by number. You take 8 or 9 to give you one banker draw. So you can actually check up this sequence and see how it's been playing out, and if you like it, before you stake your money on those sequence. The last but not the least, that is coming from our special advance fixture for this week, is the 8th sequence, and it's telling us that number 4 is pairing number 5 for us right there. And the sequence states that whenever number 9 appears in box 4 of our high score quiz, therefore you subtract the digits, that's the alphabet in Lotto sequence, the answer and its game down will form a pair for you for that week. And the reference week to check: week 39 2022, we had number 10 and pairing number 11, for which number 10 was a draw. In week 44 2022, it was the turn of number 4 pairing number 5, for which number 5 was a draw. In week 7 2022, we had number 8 pairing number 9, and number 9 was a draw for us that week. So this week 15 2022, we're expecting number 4 pairing number 5 to give us 1 or 2 draws. You can actually see that we have brought your way so many sequences, from a special advance fixture, Niger record, a right on football fixture, and we're going to be going into the Post Telegraph segment right now to present the sequence we have for us there. We also have 8 sequences to project from that paper, with the Big Win Soccer sequence also gifting us 2 pairs, which we'll be bringing our way. So stay tuned and watch the remaining part of this video, and I hope you stick the digits that will bring you your way, so that at the end of the day you'll be a winner and be happier for it. So we're going to be moving to the Post Telegraph segment right now. You're welcome to the Post Telegraph presentation, and before we go into the Post Telegraph presentation proper, let's check out the sequence from our Big Win Soccer. And the first one is telling us that number 7 is pairing number 47. If you check the back page of your Big Win Soccer, the best bet column, whenever you have family digits at your first spot there, and at the bottom spot where you have number 7 and 47 for this week, then the digit forms a pair for you for that week. Check week 1 2022, it was number 9 and 49 at that spot. Number 9 was the draw that week. Week 10 2022, we had number 3 and 23 at that spot. Number 3 was the draw. So for this week 15 2022, we are having number 7 pairing number 47 at that spot. Then from the Big Win Soccer also, if you turn to page 3, you have a column called something to think about. That column, whenever you have a big digit before a small digit at that column, has been gifting us 1 or 2 draws every time it appears. And the reference week to check: week 27 2022, we had number 4 and 2 at that spot, and both were 2 draws that week. Week 29 2022, we had 35 pairing number 30, and number 35 was a draw. In week 31 2022, we had number 49 pairing number 40, and number 49 was the draw. In week 35 2022, it was 39 pairing 36, and both were 2 draws that week. While for this week 15 2022, we're having number 42 pairing number 38 at that spot, so we expect 1 or 2 draws from those 2 digits this week.